I'm going to show you how I was able to get these old orchid plants to reflower by adding compost to their pots. This plant here is about 1 year old, and I'll show you. I got it about a year ago, and the original flowers fell off. And what I did was I took some compost and I added it here to the pot. Over the past year, all of these roots have started to grow. And those roots are important because they help feed the plant with water. Also, I've got 4 new leaves. These are the 4 original leaves of the plant. 4 new leaves sprouted. You'll see that the original flower stalks here, that one dried up and I had to cut it off. But after a year, a new flower stalk emerged and it gave out these beautiful flowers. I measured them, the largest one's about 5 inches wide. They're huge, really beautiful, really, really beautiful. This plant is a little younger. I bought it about 6 months ago, and the original flowers fell off. And what I did was that the pot came with 2 plants. I actually repotted them into a pot filled with compost. You can actually see I've got organic grass growing here from the compost that I planted. This plant doesn't have any more flower stalk with it, but you'll see that new roots are coming out and new leaves as well. So hopefully that one will flower again. But for this one, for the flower stalks, what I did was I cut the flower stalks at this location, just above a knuckle. And quickly, these 2 new flower stalks emerged with these beautiful flowers. I measured them and they were about 3.5 inches to 4 inches wide. This plant has the original flowers that were on it when I bought it for my wife. This one's only about 3 months old, and you can see that the flowers are starting to fall off. One of the plants actually had all of its flowers fall off, so I cut them there. But my plan is to replant this into pots with compost. For both these plants, what I did for watering was I didn't follow any of the advice about ice cubes, putting them on, or having little water and just adding a little bit water. Because what I was afraid of was these beautiful roots wouldn't get soaked with water. And there are no ice cubes in nature, right? What I read was these plants are used to long periods of dryness in the tropical weather and heat, and they're also used to having tropical downpours. So what I did was every 10 to 14 days, I checked the soil, and if it was dry, I would soak the entire pot with water and just make sure that they were able to drain. And then I'd check it 2 weeks later. For light, I found that the flowers really did well when I put them on a windowsill so that they got partial direct light for part of the day, and the other day they had shade. So I didn't leave them outside, certainly not here in Boston. But that seemed to help well, especially for this one, which took a long time to flower, but it really started accelerating when I put it on the windowsill. I'm not the expert though. I know many of you guys might have ideas on how to make orchids reflower. If you have any ideas about getting them to reflower, about how to water them, about how to add fertilizer, I'd love to hear any comments that you have, any tips you might have. Please share them in the comments below. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like, comment, or subscribe. I've got other how-to videos on my channel, as well as organic lawn care videos that you might like. Thanks.